People across the world once believed the afterlife was a huge place filled with strict rules. But over time, the stories changed in surprising ways, twisting into ideas no one talks about anymore. And each version reveals something strange about how humans feared death and tried to control it. Because in the old days, people thought the dead needed real food and water to survive on the other side. So families left meals at night hoping their loved ones would not return hungry and angry. And later, this turned into the idea that spirits ate only memories, feeding on the thoughts of the living instead of real bread. And some even believed the afterlife was not far away in the sky but hiding inside the air we breathe, like a thin layer resting behind the world, where souls walked right next to us unseen. And as time passed, people changed this idea into a belief that the dead lived in a dreamlike field made from every emotion a person ever felt, a place that grew brighter with kindness and darker with regret. And in many early stories, the afterlife was pictured as a giant waiting room where souls sat until the world ended. But later cultures twisted it into a moving staircase that changed direction, depending on your choices, shifting under your feet like it was alive. And there was once a belief that the soul kept its human size. But over time it was said to grow huge or small depending on how heavy or light your heart was at the moment of death. And some groups believed the afterlife had no sound at all, a silent place where every step echoed forever. But later this turned into the idea that the dead spoke in a language made of wind, where every breeze carried a message. And there were old stories that the dead lost all sense of time, living in one endless moment. But later people believed the dead could see time forward and backward like a long road, and sometimes sent warnings through symbols and dreams. And long ago, many thought the dead were trapped forever in the place they went. But over time, this changed into the idea that the dead could return for a short moment if someone said their true name during deep sadness or deep joy. And one of the strangest beliefs once said the afterlife was a place where nothing had weight, not even thoughts, but later people imagined it as a heavy world where every secret and every lie sank like stones in water, shaping where a soul could move. And many early stories claimed the afterlife was exactly like the real world but without pain. But later this changed into the belief that it was a shifting landscape, built from a person's own mind, which could turn into anything at any second, making the afterlife less of a place and more of a mirror, reflecting everything you tried to hide while you were alive.